Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RSF1's F3 division. Here for you, round number 4 under the floodlights is the Bahrain GP. It is the first time this season we go under the floodlights, so the cars should look all very nice. But we're not looking at how nice the cars are, we're looking at how quick they go. And this division has provided the entertainment so far this season. It's been a bit of a debris fest, shall we say, for the last few races of this season. So hopefully, going forward, we can have a cool, calm race. Still have the drama. Didn't have any sound there for a second. Still have the drama, but hopefully less controversy. But going forward, my name is SF Michaels, and I am joined by Mr. Stars Orphan today. You've been a busy boy already this week, Orphan, because you did Sunday comms. You did your race last night, which apparently was interesting. I know you're here with me today. You love it, don't you?
Yeah, certainly. I do love this track. It is one of my favourites. I am disappointed with the result yesterday because I do believe I could have had a podium yesterday with pace-wise, but as certain things happen, it didn't happen. But yeah, I enjoyed the Tier 1 race on Sunday. It was pretty good. So hopefully today we'll have some entertaining racing from the Tier 3.
Yes. And this is a great track to race at, isn't it, Orphan? Not only to race at, but to spectate as well, because you get so many good overtaking opportunities down in turn 1. And the racing's always very close, isn't it? Like, this is... If people out there want to test anybody or test drivers, Bahrain is not the track to do it, because you get the divisions that are really close to each other. So, word of warning to anybody watching that's like, he should be in F2, the tier above. Well,
yeah,
this track is always close between people.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone in the tiers, there's not a lot of difference because everyone loves this track and everyone practices on it. And so yeah, it pretty much is like an Austria or I'm trying to think of another track similar to that. Austria, and there's another track that's quite similar on pace.
Canada.
Where all the tiers are close. Is it just Austria?
I think Canada is another one. Or Mexico. Mexico, is it?
Could well be.
Normally.
My Mexico time is not far off. Some of the tier 1 guys like. So yeah, you could be right there.
You know the weird thing?
Another one, aren't you?
Yeah. You know what the weird thing is about Bahrain now? I kind of miss it during the day. Like, it's weird. Because I've recently gone into F1 Manager. That's recently just come out. And I did practice in the Bahrain in the day, and I was like, I miss it during the day. Like, it's nice under the floodlights. I bigged it all up. Like, it's really nice under the floodlights, but I do miss it during the day. It's weird.
Yeah. Of course, you do like TT in a day, don't you? Which is weird. And then you go to the race, and it's like all dark. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a little bit murky, actually. It's not completely black skies above, as Joshua Meister is about to cross the line here. Gets into the 29s already, so good lap from Josh. Obviously, we are just looking at our first 15 drivers to go through to Q2. Do not be in the bottom 3 or crash, because otherwise you will be out and you'll be sitting in your car or in the garage for a good 45 minutes, and you don't want to do that often, do you?
No. That happened to Arash Alonso. Arash Alonso, is he in this tier, is he?
Apparently so.
Has he dropped down to tier 2? Tier 3.
Yeah, it must be
enough,
reserved.
I'm sure he was in tier 2 race, and he beached his car and got disqualified. I may be wrong, but the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, actually, that is a good point. He must be just maybe got a move to F3 because his pace was a little bit better for here,
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, Yorkie in the Williams, who's had a fantastic start to this season. 4 podiums out of the last... No, 3 podiums out of the last 4 races, sorry. The only blip was the USA, where he didn't score any points at all. So he's had a very good start to the season. He, however, is not our championship leader. Our championship leader is Bez and Mike going into this one. Oh, no, sorry, tell a lie. Yorkie is leading, but Bez and Mike is quite close. So Williams have had a fantastic start to this season, Orphan. And that's always what you want to start well, isn't it? You want to be consistent. And Mike especially... Sorry. Mike especially has been in the points every race so far this season, so good start to his.
So you're obviously going to be fighting for the championship at the end. Current was it F4 last season? Josh Meister was runner-up, so he's quite a fast driver.
Mm-hmm.
So Crunchy Bear, the F5 champion, down there. He's on an upright. So yeah, some very fast drivers in Tier 3.
And of course, some new names as well. A few that I haven't really seen before. Tree and Blaze, Someone No One, Aaron Vish as well in there. So Dutch Techers and the 2 McLarens there. Snedden as well. Snedden I noticed like a few results that I went through just to get my little research on this tier, because of course used to be an F2. I'm being demoted down to F3.
Yeah,
Snedden I think has been very unlucky in this Mercedes.
yeah.
How many points is he on at the moment? No, he hasn't scored any points. And yet I've had a quick look at the races. He's already been in the position to score points. He's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. So hopefully tonight could be the turnaround.
No good driver, Lee Ham. He's had some good pace, but been unlucky on a number of occasions this season. Lee Ham, the yellow Mercedes.
Oh yeah, LA16 Ham, because his he never likes to be called that, by the way. He always likes to be called Tiff. Because I remember that from Div 5 a couple of seasons ago. He's F3 now, jeez.
Yeah, but he's had some strong races this season, but for one way or another, it hasn't worked out for him.
Madden is just making his way through the middle sector. You were talking about your race yesterday. Unfortunately, I missed what happened, but I heard it was a rough run all round, actually. But hopefully we can have a smoother one tonight. What's the characteristics of this track? Because obviously we've talked about how the times will be quite close, but there are a fair few corners here often that can bite you if you don't respect them. And the turn 5 and 6, that S section at the top of the track, is one of the biggest ones, I think.
Oh yeah, the long right-hander. Yeah. Is it the long right-hander you're on about? At the very end of the track.
End of the first sector. One where we say don't go side by side through.
Is it the downhill one, is it?
Yeah, left, right. It's left, right, left, and then you got like the right-hand hairpin, and then you got the double left-hander.
That bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm alright with that, to be honest with you. It's the downhill bit where you come into a really slow left-hander into the straight. If you hit that curb on the outside, it'll either send you into the wall or it'll spin your car around. I found out yesterday.
Yeah. I feel like that corner, I feel like on the last game it was so easy to hit that curb on the inside. I feel like on this game it's just because of the way the cars are like. Maybe it's just me.
It's a lot easier to do that corner now. But if you do hit that outside curb, you are spinning or going straight on. But I do find that the curves this year, instead of spinning you, make your car go straight on.
Yeah, it's because of the whole underfloor thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just get caught. Just get caught onto the curb. Here comes the rush Alonso in the house. First time in F3. Obviously he's had his struggles in F2. Let's see what he can do. So arguably he should still be competitive here. So 30.1. We're already seen at the top. Orphan, top 6, covered by a 10th. 29.5,
Yeah.
29.6s, so very, very close already, which is a great start.
An interesting thing, the F5 time is actually quicker than what they're doing now. Paul.
Well, this is Q1. That gets rubbered in. Plus they're just doing enough as well. Not to put F5 down.
29.1 is what
Wow.
the F5 guy did. I think it was 29.1. Yep. I
Was
did
he?
30 flat.
Was that 29.1 streaks ahead of everybody else, or was it? Just a group.
I'd say that I think the second driver was on 29.5. I did a 30 flat. So I'd be 12th right now.
Now, 4 tenths from pole to second, if in my eyes, is a bit too much, but hey ho.
Well, I just mentioned it to Muddy, but I won't go into that.
Yeah, of course, that's and the admins do what they do best, is admin. So start off with Jamie here, who's got a very nice slipstream off the Haas, about to go into the pits, so this might head him up to the top. It goes to 29.7, 2 tenths off the quickest, and he's in P7. There's how quick it is, or how close this session is.
Yeah. Most cheers this year, so far this Bahrain have been very, very close. In Tier 1 it was so close. Even in the top 2 in Tier 5 were a bit ahead of everyone else, but behind that it was really close.
Notice in this tier as well, there have been a lot of reserve drivers that have had their go at because obviously looking at all the results, I've made like a little table, what I always do, and I've noticed there's a lot of gaps. Like for example, the guy that won both races in the Belgium sprint is not on my table because he's a reserve. Like the highest positions I've got is Yorkie, who finished twice in second place. So there's been the story.
You can do as a reserve. It shows what you can do as a reserve, coming in at that one race and then really focusing on that particular race.
Well, the thing is, if that reserve ever gets a full-time seat, those points that he got will be on his total as well. So
yeah, if you go into Tier 1, Rombly Ford is currently, I think, second place in the championship. And he's a reserve.
Right, Bezza Mike's in a bit of a bother here, actually. Me bigging him up earlier on, being our second place driver. I think he's the only driver that's been in the points every race. Just have a gander at my table here. Yeah, he's the only driver that has finished in the points every race, and the lowest it's been is 5th.
But look how close it is, let's be honest. I mean, he's in danger, but I mean, if it's that close, it's going to be very hard to beat that time, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Lehan, whatever he's called, has improved his lap by quite a margin, because he's in the 30s just now.
Nice.
Up to 7th place.
Yeah,
he's a compatriot.
Right, here goes Mike. Let's take you through a lap of the Bahrain International Circuit as it goes down into turn 1, where we're going to see a lot of action, especially on the first lap. Trevor Blaze is retired in the pits, and he's 17th. Okay, fair enough. Carrying on.
Okay.
Turn 4 for Bezza Mike. Now headed down to turn 5 and 6. Is he up on his time? He is only by a little bit. 600ths.
Could be a nice tool, yeah.
Into the right hand here, and can be quite difficult because obviously it's downhill as you brake. And now this is very, very tricky, especially if you get caught on the outside curb. You do not want to touch that curb as you go into the double left-hander. You've got to start braking as soon as you see the first apex. Gets the second apex nicely though, so Mike is on a very good lap at the moment. Now some people go right over that curb on the right hand side to extend the corner to make it a little bit easier. He decides not to. and into this tricky right-handers, not hitting the apex though, but he's still about 3 tenths up, which will put him a heck of a lot safer. That's how close it is. 3 tenths will put him...
Arash is 10 up on his time as well, so it's going to be close if you need to.
There's a nice tidy lap from Mike. This should put him safely through into Q2. Panic over. Well, we go stop. There you go.
Oof, definitely panic over.
Never in doubt. Right, so who else have we got? So who is in trouble? We got Aaron Vish in the Alpine also. We got Arash Alonso. Ipswich Techers. I am still a little bit bothered about Tree and Blaze there. He had plenty of time to get back out.
On his time.
Yeah. Blaze had plenty enough time to get back out. That bothers me a little bit.
Oh no. Strange.
It's not as if he'd run out of tyres either. Another one.
What's it? Two-way fight now between Arash, and Arash gets through there safely. So it will be someone no one, and Irish Fish and Switch Tech fighting for the last spot.
Could even say actually that even FFR Harry, Blazer Guns, Joshua Meister are not safe at all. Could even say Longson on a 29.7 and Jamie might not be safe if all of them improve.
Well, someone no one is going to the line. He needs to improve his time.
Fish goes up to 15th. He beats no one, but no one goes up by a 10th. Puts himself up to 13th, puts Vish back out again.
Josh Meister in trouble now. He's 2 tenths on his time, which will take him through. Arash is only 1 tenth up on his time. He's going around again, and I think he's run out of the ERS, so I think Aaron Vish is not going to improve. So if Tekka, and yeah, he will not improve either. So I think Blaze is safe and all the rest of them.
Yeah, because Tekka's is really slow.
He's out of fuel.
Yeah, middle sector.
And Arash is out of the ERS. He is trying to regenerate it, but he's going up for a second run at it. He needs to find a 10th to get through. And someone no one is also going around.
I don't think... Oh,
He's down.
yeah, he's off on his time. Yeah, that's it.
And he's invalidated. Wish, that's a shame, because I think he was a 10th up on his time.
So, both McLarens, Trium and Ipswich Deckers, both out in the 1 minute 30s. That's a bit disappointing there. And Aaron Fish misses out by less than a 10th. That's 700ths of a second for him. It'll be very disappointing. But the biggest takeaway from this, Orford, is if you go to the gap on the spectator menu, if you go to leader, 3.5 tenths covering 14. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is absolutely ridiculous. And look at the gap, the group of Yorkie, Snedden, Core, Dave, and Crunchy Bear. All within a 10th of each other there as well.
14th. There's only 3 tenths between everyone. That's crazy.
Fantastic time now. Yes, Crunchy Bear. This lobby is too close. That's also a good thing, though.
Did Crunchy Bear get through? Yes, he did. 7th place.
Thing is, it's always the way, though, isn't it? We get really close to Q1, and all of a sudden someone goes faster in Q2 by 4 tenths, and we're like, there it goes. We're holding back. Evening, Max O'Connor in the chat saying hi. Hi.
Jamie's saying, shoot out for Greece, sipping cocktails, but I low-key wanted to race access. Diverse Jamie.
Fair enough. Right, so there we are, end of Q1. FFR Harry with a 129.4 tops the session with Bezamike and Yorkie. The Williams keep going on strong in third and fourth. Just ahead of Snedden as well. Maybe his luck can turn around. Getting his first points on the board. Out is the Alpine of Aaron Vish, and both McLarens are Tree and Blaze and Ipswich Techers.
Well, I know FF Harry got the fastest timer. Whoever that is.
Reserve, basically. I'll go through the list actually in a bit.
I just noticed not everyone's on Xbox time.
Yeah, no PC players, no PlayStation players in this one.
Hopefully we'll get some more PC players and PlayStation players.
Let me go through this list here. So both Mercedes are full-time drivers, Tiff and Snedden. Red Bull should be Yuzkin and Dave. Yuzkin's not here. Dave is. So one Red Bull here tonight. Then you got the McLarens of Techers and Ipswich. I already saw them. Blazer, and we're meant to have Galaxy Connor coming in. I believe he's coming in later into the session. Then you've got Joshua and Destroyer in the Alpines. So Joshua is there. I thought I saw Destroyer. Maybe he's the other one that we're missing, because I know we had 18 going into this. Ferrari of Longson and someone no one. They're both full-time drivers there. Bowery of Jamie and FFR Harry. Yep, they're fine. Egon and Sheen in the Romeo should be. Crunchy Bear reserving in the Alfa Romeo tonight, by the looks of it. RSF1 Core and Vevtik in the Haas. So Core is the full-time driver, Alonso is the reserve. And you got Yorkie and Mike in the Williams.
All trying to get full-time seats.
All you got to do is just turn up when you can, and then wait for a seat. There is Galaxy Connor.
Hey. They're late to the party, but still there.
Can you access the standings for me, please, Orphan?
Yeah.
Someone in a very loud motorbike that's compensating just went by you. Or at least that
Yeah.
sound of it.
That's the pitfalls of living in the city.
Right, so I wonder if we can have another close session here tonight in Q2. Q1 was ridiculous. This is where people start to flex their muscles here a little bit. Maybe we can have somebody go quicker, or we can still be close. Please go into Q3.
Possibly below 28, maybe?
We'll see.
There we are, Division 3. There we are. Which one?
Just run through them.
Alright.
Not spend too much time, just a little bit on it.
I'll just look at quickly at the bottom. You've got Snedden on 0 points. Vertic, basically the bottom 4 of Snedden, Vertic, Longton, Harry are on 0 points, and you've got Blazer Guns on 1, Yuskin on 2, 3, Blaze on 3, on 4 points. You've got a Destroyer Galaxy Connor on 8, and RSF1 Chronic, is it?
Yeah.
On 8 points. Jamie on 8 points. Ipswich Tecker on 10. Someone No One on 14. Nice Start on 15. Egon on 16. Genie on 23. Liam on 30, and Better Mike on 45, and then your leader is Yorkie on 50. And the constructors.
Presuming Williams will be on top, considering they have 1 and 2 in the drivers. Could be wrong.
Austin Martin for Ferrari on 0 points, Red Bull on 1, Mercedes on 4, Haas on 6, Alpine on 8, McLaren on 10, Alfa Romeo on 14, Alpine on 15, with a massive lead of Williams on 43.
Nice. Still early days, though.
Yeah, it's still early days, but it looks like the Williams team are dominating the constructors.
They've been consistent, which is what you need in it. Just remember, Snedden. Bit of a spin for Snedden. Exit of turn 2. That's very easy to lose the car there, isn't it? All for that exit of turn 2. So,
yes.
Common mistake.
Someone actually went off there yesterday. F1. The problem I've had with the constructors is my teammate didn't turn up for the first 3 races. And then I got a new teammate last night for the first time. So actually I had a teammate, but unfortunately he couldn't manage to score points.
Trials and tribulations of having a teammate in RSF1. Blazer guns! 129.5 in the Aston Martin. Or should I say the Aston Martin Aramco Cognizant Formula 1 team, to get their full title, which I always love to see whenever it pops up at the top of the screen.
Blazer Guns has woken up.
29.5, nice.
Very nice fun.
Actually scored his, that 1 point that you said he was on, he actually scored his first point in the proper race in Belgium, the last race that we did. So maybe, like Snedden, with a confidence boost that he's going to get, going forward. Definitely seems to be on pace tonight, though.
Definitely. I think Blaze Gun, his main problem is the race. He has some good quality, and somehow, however, in the race, he somehow manages to win it or have some kind of accident.
Yeah.
Dave's gone around a little bit.
Dave in the Red Bull. Lap, which is interesting, which I would not necessarily recommend.
A 29.5 from Longson.
Nice. How's Longson got on this season? Longson's yet to score a point as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, my F5 driver.
But the problem when you get a close division like this is that you, like this situation, you've got Blazer Guns who is on 1 point, Longson who is on 0 points, FFR Harry is on 0 points. They're top 3 at the moment in Q2. So it really puts those that have had the good start of the season, like the Yorkies, the Daves, the Beza Mikes, the who else was up there? I think Josh as well. Really puts them under pressure, especially in this session. You don't want to be, I say you don't want to be outside the top 10. Because of this track, often it used to be a thing where if you started outside the top 10, 11th or 12th, say, that was actually beneficial because, you know, you get fresh tyres, everybody else in front.
You could start on a different strategy.
I mean, you still can at this track, but now everybody gets fresh tyres, so it's all gone.
And the fact that anyone can start on any tyre that they want now.
Oh, it's still close. Jamie splits Longson and Blazer Guns somehow.
By 200ths of a second. It's close.
Carrying on.
No, the strategy outside the top 10 now is basically null and void now because of the fact that people can start on the hard tyre if you're in pole position. You know, this track is famous for people starting up the top side of the top pit, put the mediums on, go along and sort of undercut people. Because sometimes this track can be a bit of a DRS thing, I do find. But last night, I did find that it was quite hard to overtake unless the guy gives you space and the guy in front of you didn't have DRS, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it did seem like that in Tier 1 as well. Maybe this year is a little harder to overtake than last year.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, to be brutally honest, I have not driven this game for quite a while, and obviously I only do career mode on this game,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's weird with the whole DRS train thing. Like in real life, I guess it's very similar. So
Yeah. Because it just seems as though this track,
cool.
everyone's similar pace, so everyone stays in that 1 second, get the DRS, just keep going around and around and around and around. And that's why I could find Tier 1 and in F5. I don't know whether it's the same in Tier 2, but
So Arish Alonso had a bit of a spin going up to the right-hander.
you fall outside of that DRS and you're basically struggling to keep up.
Yeah, you're sucked in, aren't you? Josh Meister, half a second up. That would put him right up to where Blazer Guns' time is. So Josh is on a flyer here. On his second lap on a fresh set of tyres. He's obviously done his lap. Come back in, get another set of tyres, and off he went again. And this could go top. Could even be in the 28s. No, 29.3 though.
Fastest time.
Yeah, fastest time this evening, shared by Josh. Flexing the muscles.
Look at that though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 former F5 drivers in there tonight.
Yeah.
So they've obviously improved and moved up.
All doing very well. Is that someone? No one. Yeah, it is, with a big spin up the hill, similar to Arish Alonso. And I think he's got no front wing as well, so that is big trouble for someone. I'm going to think of a nickname for him, otherwise that's going to be repetitive. Yorkie goes top, 29.3. Just beats Josh. It's still close, but we're moving the marker a little bit.
Well, as the session goes on, time's improved, doesn't it?
We're going to have to think of a nickname for someone, no one, because I can't say someone has crashed.
Yeah.
Or no one's crashed. Or
Yeah.
no one's had a spin, you know. Gotta think of a nickname, nickname for that one. We can't say what 19450.
SN has crashed.
Yeah.
Will he get out on time? That's the question. Now for someone, no one.
I think he might. Keep an eye. Oh, here we go. 28.9 for Snedden. Wow.
Come on, get in there, Mercedes.
Getting there, Snedden. Again, I'm behind him scoring his first points today.
I'm not biased at all.
Beautiful. I was right though, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was right. You get to Q2 and everybody's like, oh, it's close to Q1. And it was. And then, oh, someone was holding back clearly.
Yeah, trying to get a lap in. And then, but the pace does tend to improve session by session. I don't know why.
Right, Crunchy Bear in the Alfa Romeo, currently at a 30.2, needs to get into the 29s to be safe. Cutoff is a 29.8, but I think you need to get right deep into the 29s to be very safe. He's 6 temps up though, that would be more than enough actually, so Crunchy Bear's on a good one. With a minute 50 to go.
On the cusp of a Mercedes teammate.
Yeah, he's on an out lap.
So he needs to make an improvement.
Here comes Crunchy Bear. 29.3 goes to that group. That should be safely through.
Well, you would definitely have thought that because they're literally 7 tenths away from 12. So
I'll tell you who's in trouble, Orphan. There's a Mike. He's the only one from 7th down to 15th that are in the pits. So he's in big trouble.
yeah,
The
You
person
must
that
have thought that was enough, but it's definitely not going to be. I don't think.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, Tiff only needs to find a 10th and he's knocked him out. Mike is actually heading out on an outlap. There's no way you're getting around in time, Mike. There's no way.
He's realised.
50 seconds.
He's definitely realised that wasn't enough.
Can you keep an eye on Mike just in case?
Yeah.
I don't think... Not saying that he will. I don't think even if he does shortcut, I don't think he'll make around in time, but just in case.
He's on 30 seconds, then he just
There's no way.
Beginning
No way. Even if
sector 1.
you can't really straight line a lot anyway, so... Well, here comes Arash Alonso, goes 9th. Mike is out.
Yeah.
Arash Alonso only just puts himself safe. He's still going to be in danger here, I think.
12 seconds to go and he's not even at the end of sector 2.
No way. No way. Egon in the Alfa Romeo is about to get to the last corner. He's 6/10 up of his lap, but this will be more than enough for him. Yeah, Mike. Check flag falls on him. Mike is definitely out 11th at best, but I think he'll drop even further, because there goes Egon with a 29.2 to put him 3rd.
Well, I ham to purple to middle sector.
Couple of tenths, that's more than enough to put him through. Who's going to go out? It might get a bit of a surprise here. Core goes 4th. Which is Dave to 12th. Arash Alonso is now 11th. Longson is in trouble in 10th. Jamie in 9th. And Blazer Guns might be out.
God.
There goes Tiff
Look
up
at
to 6th.
We were saying Longson just now had a good time, right, of 29.5, but
it's dropping.
It wasn't
Dave's up to 2nd. The track's massively improving. Jamie's out. Blazer Guns is out. Crunchy Bear is out. Oh my word. Look at it.
Longson improved his time to 29.1.
Oh my goodness, Crunchy Bear. I feel very bad for you. He's missed out on Q3 by 3 thousandths of a second. A 3.85 to a 3.88. Wow.
He'd be in the Alfa Romeo garage screaming right now.
Oh my word. I thought Blazer with a 29.5, like what we saw in Q1, I thought that would be fine. He was top for quite a while and he's ended up 12th. The track evolutions.
29.5 was enough. I looked at it, I thought there's no way they're dropping out. But everyone improved by about 3 or 4 tenths. So that there caught a lot of people out. Maybe they were judging it by the first time.
Caught me out. Because the people that you thought were safe, they just were dropping. Wow.
Well,
and
one person there, Longson, he recovered and managed to save his time.
Yeah. Bez and Mike, I said best he could be 11th. He's ended up 15th. Yeah. So the only way he's going to carry on his point scoring record, finishing in the points every round.
Yeah. Well, he's the one who got worsely caught out by it because he came out massively late, so he couldn't even do a lap. But I honestly think that they thought the times to set in the first quality were the times that were going to be in the second quality.
Yeah. And the Blazer Gun said himself, the track just evolved and was just very, very quick at the end.
More rubber down on it, you know. Maybe the temperatures dropped a little.
Right. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I just need to get another drink.
Okay. Oh, what else do? Let's do Mercedes drivers. Who's going to be first out to get the lap in? It looks like RSF1. Cool. Owen Haas, so he'll be the first guy to settle up here in qualifying three. When the tires up nicely there. Two Mercedes will come out side by side. Obviously, maybe thinking about a tow, maybe. Don't know, big long straights. Try to squeeze a couple more tenths. Basically, everyone out on another lap are Josh Meister and Egon.
Right, I'm back.
So,
really
looks
weird.
like the Mercedes are giving each other a tour. This quali, right there. They come out side by side.
Interesting. I don't know why they would do that, but fair enough.
Well,
Teamwork.
Could be a big thing around here. If one of them's the last step and the other one go in front of him. Lots of long straights around here.
As long as they don't
He
get
is
in,
keeping very, very close.
as long as they don't get in each other's way is the problem.
Yeah.
Right, so what I'll do is if
I'm going to keep an eye on the Mercedes.
that's too close for a tow, in the corners there's going to be dirty air. If I keep an eye on FFR Harry with sector times,
Yeah.
if you go to Dave, who's just ahead of him, and we'll compare the two. Harry was one of the front runners, as was Dave in that Red Bull, so could be one of the contenders. Although to be fair, Orphan, anybody could get pole here, but I reckon
Yeah,
I reckon you got to be in the 28s.
Well, Sned was the fastest in the last quali. So
Right, so Dave's first sector,
28.5 for Dave.
28.8 for Harry. Already Harry's a few tenths down with the car he's following.
That's 3 tenths there to Dave.
Egon's going to be the last one in the Alfa Romeo to cross the line because he's left it quite late compared to everyone else. Middlesex just coming up. Yeah, I think Harry's on a lower lap here. 29.7 for core.
Well, I want to go 7.
Ooh, Harry got it back on a 7.6. 28.5 for Snedden. Snedden is on it tonight. Guy who scored no points, and he's on provisional pole. Here comes Dave, 29.5. Yeah, Harry, 29.7.
Ellingham definitely had the toe there.
But Ham
He's
had the
swapping around
toe.
now, so
Yeah, so Ham had the toe. Wait, so no, Snedden was towing Harry, you mean? Ham, I mean.
So, no, it was Sned towing Ellingham. So,
And yeah, Ham was a whole second behind. That makes sense. Joshua 29.3. That lap from Snedden, I think that's going to take some beating.
well, we said that last time.
Yeah. Right, here comes Egon. He had a completely free track to himself and goes only 9th. Only 9th for that, 29.9. Anybody going on second laps? I don't think so. Was going
Seems
back
29s. The mid 28 are the for F3.
Yeah, I did say 28s for if you want to challenge for pole, but 29.5, goodness.
You got to imagine that the second run, I think they're going to make massive improvements.
It's really weird often because I have a cup of tea for these commentaries because it keeps my voice, fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it goes all dry. Normally, the tea lasts to about halfway throughout the race. Lasts for that whole quality goes to the race. I'm so thirsty today. It's already gone. I've had to go and get another. Well, I've got a cold drink now, so.
Yeah. I'm always sipping a cup of coffee through the quality I am. And race.
I can't have coffee. I would never sleep the entire night. So.
Maybe that's why I sleep so badly.
Interesting from Josh here, Orphan. He's gone on a third lap on his soft tyres.
That is weird.
Interesting. Everybody else has done one lap on their softs and gone back in for a fresh set. He's going out of kilter. I need 2 tenths though, so it's working for him. Keep on with him. A little bit of a switch through turn 5 and 6.
Generating heat in those tyres.
See, I don't get when people do this. I can't understand. It used to be a thing on the old game, like a lot of people did. I was like, and I tried it, and I was like, I can never get the grip. Like the tyres would be too hot.
Yeah. Or warm.
Yeah, that too. You're not gonna can never find the time. It just seemed pointless.
But a lot of drivers do it. It seems to work.
Core is trying to put a little bit of belief into everyone. He's saying that everybody is on old tyres apart from Sneddon.
Oh, that's probably why his time is so vastly different to everyone else's.
Maybe. Oh, Josh. Interesting. Josh, I think, was on a 28 there and decided to head in the pits. Obviously, he thought, well, I might as well put on a fresh set of tyres when I've got time. There's only 4 minutes left. Interesting strategy there. Still trying to think of a nickname for someone. No one. Otherwise, this is, especially if he stays a full-time driver, that's going to be an entire season thing. That's going to become a problem.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I say, you just got to keep going as a reserve. If you get races, you get races. Like,
I can just imagine the scenario. No offense to him. Like, I see a yellow flag. I say, oh, someone's made a mistake. Oh, it's someone. Or no one. I can't say either. Anyway. And we can't just say the Ferrari driver either. And just be generic. Oh, over the curb a little bit. Don't do that. Didn't that happen?
you find with this track though, you have to use absolute limits to the track to get a good time. I've noticed in Tier 1, I think that's probably why I got so good at this track. Is that you see where his line is there now?
Yeah.
He's literally off the track. You get such a straighter line into the next corners. It's like the e-sport line.
Yeah, you can't do it for every turn, I've noticed, by the way.
Because you just get such a nice line into the corner.
Okay, it's 4/10 up though. This is a lot better than his 30.1.
So he's literally off the track there. And you get such a nice exit. Barely up the turn car.
He comes up to the line, and it's an improvement. Nearly 4/10, goes up to 8 from the 29.7. This is where everyone else is now heading out onto the track. I'm almost surprised, maybe a few are on old tyres, because I'm kind of surprised that Harry's down in 9th place. Either made a few mistakes, or that was old tyres, but won't be old tyres now. Let's see what he can do.
Coming to sector 1. Oh, 2.5 tenths.
Nice. Oh. Got over the curb though through turn 6. Ferrari should yeet out the way, and it does.
Well, he needs to find quite a bit of time there, because it's literally a second and a 2/10 to where he is now to pole. So, and it's now even.
It's now even more because Snedden's improved.
I think that 1.5 seconds down his first lap. He's got purple middle sector though.
3/10 up. Still would only put him. I say only. This would still put him 4th, which I think he would take. 10 miles off the Snedden. Can anybody touch Snedden's lap? Is the question.
I can't see that.
Here comes Harry. He does go 3rd. Goes up to 3rd for now though, because 15 seconds left and the times are going to come in now.
Look at that second difference to first place.
You know what the silly thing is though? You can't say Snedden is too quick for the tier because he hasn't scored any points up until now.
No.
Maybe Bahrain is his good track.
Yeah, same with me. Same with certain drivers, it's certain tracks that I do like.
Right, checker flag is fallen. Egon, who is the second across the line, is 7/10 up on a 29.9. This could fly him up the grid, up to 3rd. For Egon in the Alfa Romeo. Nice lap. Here comes Josh, and Josh is not improving, so 5th at best for Josh.
Muddy's saying this is only Snedden's second race.
Oh. Okay then, he might be a bit too quick. I thought he had been in every race. Okay, yeah. If nobody can get anywhere near him, about 7/10 is very quick. Harry's on a cut on his lap. Here comes Dave though. Dave's 8/10 up. Could this be a challenge? 28.7 from Yorkie, and it's a 28.5 from Dave. Goes 2nd. Got close, but not
God,
close
he went
enough.
a lot faster on that second lap, didn't he?
28.5 also for Core. Goes up to 3rd, and it's the very last lap.
So that is a little bit closer.
Okay, panic
At
over
the
a
end.
little bit.
Yeah. Because from 4th to 1st there's only 4/10. So yeah.
So Snedden in the Mercedes takes the pole position. 2/10 in the end, or 1.1 actually, so it's actually not too bad in the end. A good effort from Dave and Core to get close to Snedden's lap. So Snedden improved by a couple of attempts on his second lap, so that was actually needed.
Is in there? Snedden?
Trust Muddy. Trust Muddy Biscuit. Completely eradicate what I was hyping up about. Oh, Snedden hasn't scored any points yet. Well, this shows I'm still new to the division, otherwise I would have known this is only his second race, but there you go. Dave in 2nd.
Yeah. Maybe on holiday or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dave in 2nd, Core in 3rd, Yorkie 4th, Egon 5th with Longson in 6th, FFR Harry 7th with Joshua Meister 8th, and then LA16 Ham 9th with someone no one in 10th place in the Ferrari. Remember, there's no formation lap often, so hopefully we can have that fixed soon. Because I really miss the formation lap, because I hate just going straight into it. I want to build it, but especially when someone readies up, because unfortunately we still get that, so...
Yeah, it is a shame. Because you take away something from it, really. No time to call anyone out in place on this.
Right, so just going to go down the full grid before, just in case we get anybody. So Snedden and Dave on the first row. Row 2 is going to be Core and Yorkie. Row 3 is Egon and Longson. Row 4 is Harry and Joshua Meister. Row 5 is LE16 Ham and Someone No One. Row 6, Crunchy Bear and Blazer Guns. Remember, they only just missed out on Q3, the pair of them. Jamie 13th for Rash Alonso 14th. Row 8 sees Bezza Mike and Aaron Vish. And then you've got the two McLarens in 17th and 18th. And then Galaxy Connor in the Red Bull, who's meant to be in the Aston, but never mind. In 19th place, of course, he joined late for quali. And that is your grid. Interestingly, Yorkie, for the time being, is on the soft tyres orphan. That, for me, is an interesting one, because if I remember rightly, it's simple, medium, hard, isn't it? Is the way to go.
It is the way to go, yeah, but definitely was the way to go for us last night. A couple of drivers tried it last night and didn't work out for them at all. One driver did work out for was Stygian in F2. He started on a soft and ended up P2.
Didn't he go to hard tyres, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he had to go longer on the hard tyres, so...
it gives you a good start off the line, and if you can drag him out to about, say, 8 to 10 laps, golden then, really. And it all depends really how far you get ahead with them. If you can get a nice big lead over the pack, then you come in further into the pack upwards. So you don't get held up.
Yeah. The thing for Yorkie though is if he does start on soft, if these are the tyres that people are going to go with, you see, he's the only one on soft. Well, Galaxy Connor kind of makes sense because he's starting from 19th on the grid. Makes sense, try and make some positions where you're at. Yorkie, he has to be either second or first, I would say. Would you agree? Because he can't. He's got to use the advantage of the soft tyres. Muddy Biscuit saying in the chat, soft medium as possible. Soft hard gives the undercut for medium hard. And yeah, that's the other thing as well. The undercut at this track is ridiculous. You can be about a couple of tenths behind somebody, pit earlier, and then be like 2 seconds ahead. Especially with the whole thing, the cold tyres, into turn 1 and turn 2 especially.
Yeah.
Starting on the hard tyres is a gamble still, and I think that's the same with any track on this game. Starting on the hards is going to be a gamble because they're horrific to try and warm up. So,
definitely.
But if you're starting outside the top 10, which looks like Blazer, Alonso, and both McLarens are doing that, that also makes sense because if you just want to go for the cautious route...
I'd say further down, definitely. You could start on the hards, but anywhere at the top 10 you don't want to be on. Because you get swamped by all the medium runners.
Oh. Invite friends from this page. Huh. Unless you could. Right. We're being well behaved tonight. Nobody's readied up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone was well behaved last in F5 as well. Even though we had 2 restarts.
I'm almost thinking there's something wrong with the lobby. It's taken so long. Well, it's good that nobody's ready up. But there we go. There we go. Right. Let's hope for a clean 50 meters, shall we say?
Yeah.
50 meters.
But yeah, everyone gets through turn 1 nicely.
Yeah. I was being safe for 50 meters. Yeah. No, come on. Let's be positive. We're gonna have a clean, good, competitive race.
Yeah.
Going forward.
It's one of those tracks though where you don't tend to have a lot of distance.
Right, here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and away we go. And Dave has got a much better start. Then Snedden's been bogged down off the line, and Dave takes the lead in the Red Bull as we go down into turn 1.
You managed to just hold it for second place.
Very good. Oh no,
I
he spun
spun.
it! No! Off the line! And
What
a couple of
happened
others,
there?
his teammate as well. Galaxy Connor or Arish Alonso around. He must have got caught on the curb. Snedden retakes the lead.
He let up those tyres there on that corner and absolutely lost it. But everyone else got through it nicely.
Nice lunge from on Yorkie. Not make it stick. Crunch Bear and Jamie going side by side with the double left-hander. Correct on the brakes, all very good. Jamie's up 3 positions from the grid. Not many huge gains, but Dave, an unfortunate start, took the lead. Must have been on top of the world, and it all came spinning round at turn 2.
Definitely. This has given Snedden now an absolute golden chance at the front now. But he is under pressure though from RSF1 core.
Yeah,
Not letting him go.
His teammate, LA16 hand going off into the desert as we got a spin for Aaron Vish in the Alpine. Right towards the back. Oh, and he almost got collected by Alonso and by Dave. The spin in the early going. Yeah, Core is right behind Snedden. He's not letting him go at all.
Egon, key there, has dropped out of the 1 second barrier, so he's going to try and hopefully get back into it because he'll just watch the top 2 sail away and won't get the DRS assistance.
A little further back, Yorkie's actually dropped a few positions from his starting grid, although he is on the hard tyres. Let's bring up the tyres now. It's 5-second penalty for Vish for corner cutting, which is an interesting one. Oh no, Blazer, no! You were saying about the luck he has in races. Had a spin through turn 4. Still early days though, but drops to 16th.
He started all those hard tyres, that's the problem. Trying to get them warmed up.
Core is on the softs. So...
Oh, no wonder.
Yep. It's no wonder he's all over the back of Snedden. Because he has to really get the lead, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got to get used to those tyres.
So apart from Blaze and Dave going side by side here, so apart from a spin from Dave and one from Vish, been relatively clean so far.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Dave there. I mean, he's dropped down massively now. He's going to find it very hard to score points now. It being so close.
Over the fastest lap of the race, right behind Snedden, but not close enough for a dive into turn 1. Might get a good exit out of turn 3 though. Yeah, Snedden sideways, and Core's going to have a DRS, and this is easy. I don't think Snedden fought it too hard.
He's going back at it, huh?
Right, so Core's now going to get away.
Key now for Snedden will be to try and keep in this DRS. Hopefully he can get Core to drag him along.
Oh, Jamie and Crunchy Bear still having a little good tussle here. As Dave has had another spin. Oh, Dave's race is going from bad to worse.
He got a bit of a moment there.
Notice also Blaze has had another rough start, cannot get those hard tyres to work. They're so tricky to get them going. Yorkie's doing quite well though, in 7th place, latching onto the back of these medium tyres. We want to watch let it run.
Of course he's going to go very long now into the race on those parts. He'll be hoping not for a safety car, because that'll be the key for him.
Or fastest after the race, here comes Egon, absolutely flying past Longson, and Longson trying to get back into the DRS of Egon, but Egon through up to 3rd place. This midfield pack here, Orphan. You got FFR Harry all the way down to Bezza Mike in 12th.
Galaxy Corner's coming to the pits for new wing.
Stidgen cheering on Core, so... Oh yes, Core was cheering on Stidgen, and now Stidgen is cheering on Core. That's how it works, fellas. Yorku's doing quite well on those hard tyres here, Orphan. He's easily the highest of those that started on them. Holding his own.
Right, he's got a nice bit of open track ahead of him now. He'll try and... Cause that's what he definitely needed. He couldn't sit behind the air of throughout the whole of this stint, because his tyres would overheat. Where so much easier. But he'd be coming to the point now with lap 4 where these tyres would be starting to go off.
That'd
They
be
do go off
interesting.
very fast on this game of salt tyre.
Ah, the siblings. His little brother. Core is Stidgen's little brother.
Is he?
Also known as Double, if you remember that nickname.
Oh, double, yeah.
Yeah, RSF1 Double. Yeah, I remember him in F5. As Crunchy Bear was having a look at Joshua, this pack of cars here is looking to get a little bit feisty, I think. Or we're just going to stay in the line. I'm going to go with the option 1.
See what I'm telling you about the very hard to overtake.
Yeah.
The car in front of you, he's got DRS. It's so hard.
Alexi Connor time penalty. Can get quite a few around this track if I remember rightly. All mistake for Longson, and Harry just snapped that up. Got on the curb Longson, he's going to be under trouble with Ham as well. Here comes Ham in the Mercedes. Up to turn. Oh, it's going to give him the room, Longson. Side by side, they're going to go up over the hill as well. But no, Longson thought better of it, tucks in behind. That was a he spun it! Oh, and he's had a collision.
I just noticed it there. I noticed it as he came around. He took the inside line so tightly there, and if you do it so tightly there, you tend to spin the car.
5-second penalty with Yorkie. They both got the same thing. Odd.
Luckily, Ham was on the outside of that, so for him.
And there was nothing Yorkie could do to avoid that. Unfortunately for Yorkie, dropped him off the pack a little bit. 5-second penalty, and that's... The annoying thing about that 5-second penalty, Orphan, is that the stewards can't take that off because he'll take that in the pits.
No. Yeah, it's unfortunate for him.
And again, there was nothing he could do. He just came around the corner. Oh, there's a Ferrari in the way. As Snedden...
Could he get it taken off at the end of the race, maybe?
No. No, because then if there's a safety car and he ends up in the lead, for example. Oh, Core trying to break the stream of Snedden, because Snedden did have a go back in taking the lead. I think you're right, Olf, and I think the soft tyres are starting to... I think they're almost gone, to be honest.
Yeah. They go off so quick on this game. Compared to the last one. The last one you could last 15 laps on the softs. This game, they seem to die off around about lap 8.
You can see already Core is defending as best he can, trying to break the slipstream, but I think it's a matter of time here. Here comes Snedden, repays the favour from a few laps earlier, and retakes the lead. And the good thing for Snedden is, the only one nearest to his strategy is 4 seconds back down the road, and that's he gone in third.
Yeah. You're basically using Core as a person to drag him along with the DRS.
Look at this train of cars. This is third now, all the way down to 11th.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that EU on, right? He's been in third place, and because he has not had the DRS, he's been losing what, 8/10 a lap, maybe a second a lap in terms of DRS assistance to top two.
Yeah, so for Snedden, for example, this is perfect, because if he could stay ahead of core. Pressure core into maybe making an early pit stop. The problem for core would be... I think if he pits now, go to leader, 18 seconds, this would... Well, he would have clean air, so that'd be a good thing.
Yeah. He's got to stretch him out to at least, I'd say, lap 8. Maybe 9 or 10. Try and get it to work.
Ooh. I think Harry was thinking of a manoeuvre on Egon into the final corner, but Egon got very good traction away. I know he's burning his ERS, never mind. If though might be close enough for a lunge up on the inside. He is. Here he goes. Oh, bit of a tyre rubbing, bit more of a tyre rubbing, bit of contact. Turn 2, Harry fighting back.
Yeah, Abraham's on a definite move through the field so far.
A bit of a rough manoeuvre, but he is through, past Harry to 4th place.
Yeah, he's right on the back of Egon now, who's burnt a lot of ERS. He's done it 18%. Ellingham's 40. So you would imagine once he gets behind him now into the DRS, it will be a matter of time.
Notice how
he's getting those moves done though, Ellingham. He's not messing around, is he?
I'm doing good. Oh, Stygian. Would be awesome if Cork could win. I won him for Tier 3 last season. If he'd do the same, I'll be very proud of him, even more proud than I already am. Oh. Well, we'll see. He's dropping off of Snedding a little bit though. Soft tyres are starting to hurt a little bit.
He's got very good chances to race though. This actually could work out for him. There's a safety car.
Yeah, still a long way to go. We're on a lap 9 at the moment. Harry's looking back at Tiff, although Tiff has DRS on the back of Egon. Egon is desperately holding on to that 3rd place at the moment. And Tiff is not going to be close enough. There was a lot of mic crackle there, so I had to take my headset off and back on again. Is that all good now, Muddy? As Tiff again cannot find a way by Egon. I think Core needs to pit off and 2 seconds back from Snedden now. With a bit of a gap back to Egon, but
time's still staying around. Yeah, around about 4 seconds.
You see out the corners, he's just losing a lot out the corners. The traction of the tyre, yes, see about a couple of tenths just out that last corner itself.
Yeah.
And he's in. As I say that.
Where is it going to drop him though? That's the question. I'll keep an eye on it.
I think where Longson is at the moment.
I'll watch it where he is now. He's putting the hard tyre on.
Not sure
currently in 11th. I think he's going to come out in 11th because Dave's quite far back. Oh no, Dave will get the jump on him.
If it's got by Egon. The Mercedes 1-2 currently.
12th place, so that's not too far down.
Yes, clean air as well.
Would have loved it if he just got past Dave. But you got to think though, these drivers in front of him now are going to get to the stage where they're going to be pitting soon, so
got to get those hard tyres up to temperature, and in fact Longson is right near him apparently. Here we go. Oh, yeah, the cold hard tyres. On the first lap, horrible, he's just lost it to Longson.
I tell you what, though, I'm just got the move done on Egon. I'm loving this right now. A Mercedes 1-2.
Oh. I saw a side-by-side little awkwardness between Mike and Jamie there.
He's trying to break the toe there, but I don't think he needs to because Egon, I think, is spent on those tyres. Now it's a fight for the 1-2 between the Mercedes.
If Tiff can close the gap to Snedden, because Snedden's got a pretty comfortable gap at the moment.
The gap to the leader, 12th and 13th, he wants to see. Stitchin?
Leader on lap 12. Oh, gap to leader on lap 12-13. Okay. Wish is my command, Mr. Stitchin. Aren't you best having a solid race in the orphan? 7th place, keeping out of trouble.
Yeah. He's been kind of stuck behind the DRS train, but, you know, he's holding on to that DRS train.
Laura's got by Longson. Got those hard tyres up to temperature. Now he's got 4 seconds of clean air ahead of him. If you can put it to good use.
Well, Ham's broken the 1 second barrier. He's used all of his ERS to do it.
I'm noticing a lot of people using a lot of ERS right at this point.
Yeah.
You're only on lap 11 if you've got less than 10% already.
They're either using it to break it or using it to stay in it.
This is going to put Egon under pressure. And look at Yorkie again. Again, though, that 5-second time penalty, that is going to hurt him when he does pit. But he's doing really well in this race pace right now.
And he's on the hard tyre, so he's going to be game on for the second part of the race with the mediums.
There's Snedden's ERS muddy. It's about 20%. So he has used it, to be fair. Although, yeah, Tiff is down to 3%, so... Egon's down to 5. Harry's doing alright, up 54%. Yeah, a lot of drivers are very low on the ERS right now.
Yeah. He got on a bit of a moment there. I think that's kind of cost him there because he's dropped out of the DRS now of Ellie Ham. Ellie Ham's just trying to break that barrier so we can try and start saving ERS.
Yeah, Snedden is just extending the gap right now. It's up to 7 seconds. In a very comfortable spot, but we all know how quickly that can change. But
he's only on 20%.
Yeah, so he has used it. Sort of try and burn away.
He'll probably look at that 7-second barrier now and try and not use ERS at all now.
And Tiff is in, as is Egon. But here comes Yorkie. Yorkie's got a good move on Harry. Around the outside. Into turn 1 and makes the move stick.
Well, where are they going to come out compared to Core? I think they're going to come out behind Core.
Let's see. Yep.
Core's got a jump on him.
He was ahead of them anyway. So
Yeah.
He was kind of with Snedden. And all of them have gone onto the hard tyres, obviously.
In that he came out behind Longson, so who hasn't pitted yet.
There's the gap to leader Stygian. The core is about 27 seconds behind. Oh, is that Dave in front of him? Oh, big spin for Dave in the Red Bull. I missed him. He's up there. Oh, and a spin for Tekkers, who's way at the back. The McLarens, both McLarens, I have noticed, have had not a very good evening so far. Right, let's go back on to interval again.
Well, I'm struggling to get those tyres up to temp.
Hard tyres are
They're
they're ridiculous. Snedden is in. How close is he going to be? He's going to be ahead of Core, I think. He had about a 2-second gap before they pitted.
Oh, you'd be miles ahead of Core, I think.
Yorkie's in the lead. Jamie into second. Here goes. Then where is Core?
I think he's quite far ahead. You know, about a 10-second lead, I'd say.
Oh God. Bit of a gap, yeah. In about 4 seconds. I mean, that'll end up being about 3 once he gets fires up the temperature. But yeah, that's still comfortable, I would say. That's Egon side by side with Josh. And 4.
4 lap pressure tyres as well, so yeah. It's looking very good for Snedden here. The only person you're going to have to look out for, I'd say, would be Yorkie. Because he's going to be on the medium tyre.
Yes.
Coming up the last part of the race.
Where Yorkie comes out is going to be very key to how Yorkie's race is going to finish. Because remember, he's got that 5-second penalty. That will hurt. I would say Yorkie probably be behind this pack. And it would then be up to him. I think it would be up to him to get back in the points. And how high is how well he drives.
Yeah.
Because he will come back up through the field, just how high he goes.
Of course, the hard tyre right now is not too bad a tyre even late on in the stint. So it's going to be lapping pretty much about the same pace as Snedden and Cole.
Yeah. Closest battle at the moment is Bezemite behind Alonso, who is yet to pit. So this should be, that's a late defense from Alonso. Mike's not going to be very impressed with that, but he should easily get the drive out of turn 2. Alonso defending on the inside. Surely Mike should be able to do this quite easily. Yeah. Much grippier tyres through back into the points.
Well, I only have suffering at the moment because he's stuck behind Longson, who's yet to pit. And Core ahead of him has got a nice bit of open track ahead of him, so yeah.
Yeah, Core's only about 2 seconds off of Snedden, so I wouldn't necessarily guarantee Snedden is winning this race, yeah? From what you were saying to me before we went live here, the last 3 races, or the first 3 races of this season for F3 were a bit of a crash fest. We've not really had a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone's still running.
Yeah. It's one of those tracks where you don't get a lot of crashes because of the... I mean, it's pretty much flat out. There's a lot of run-off areas. You know, it's a track that everyone likes and practices on. So yeah, I find you get very few crashes on you and very few safety cars.
Been a bit of a nice race so far, hasn't it?
Yeah.
No controversy, just...
We've had a few overtakes,
Yeah.
which is not had so much in the first few races of the other tiers. And there's some interesting strategies going on as well.
A little bit further down, basically 14th downwards have had really, well, races one to forget. Blazers had a couple of spins, both McLarens picked up quite a few penalties actually, and a couple of spins themselves. Remember Dave was leading into turn 1, he's 16th at the moment. Vish as well, Galaxy Connor. I'll be just wanting to get to the next round, which is Abu Dhabi next week.
This is really affecting Ellingham now. bit stuck behind. He's got to get this move done now.
Surprised
Looking
Longson's
like
not
he's going to
pitted
get it
yet.
done. He's looking to get him done on turn 1. I think he should get this done.
Oh,
Went side by side, but almost a bit of contact, but gets it done.
contact on my screen. Mike's all over the back of Jamie. Jamie's only had a lap on these tyres. Not very confident he's got DRS here. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a lunge. Oh, he's thinking about it. Yeah, Core's not out of this yet on Snedden. That gap is staying around 2 seconds. We can keep that up. And again, still wait for Yorkie to be the last piece of the puzzle.
Tell you what though, Yorkie would love a safety car right now. Gets his 5-second removed and goes into the pits, gets the mediums on.
Yeah, and he'd be right with the pack as well. He'd be all
He's
bunched
got
up.
a 14-second lead, right? He'll probably get in ahead of everyone else because they'll switch to obviously our tyres, I would have thought. No, Yorkie would definitely love a safety car right now.
We have had a fair few spins in this race, but no safety cars, not even a virtual yet.
It's a problem, like I say, like a lot of run-up areas on this track. Unless there's a big smash between drivers, I don't think you're going to get a single.
Joshua looking at the back of Egon. Not close enough for a move. Yeah, Core's now got it up to under 2 seconds now. It's 1.8. He burned DRS to try and do that. It's around 16%. Snedden's back up to 50. So Snedden has more in reserve if Core gets a little bit too close. Definitely not over though. And Snedden will know that he's there. It's the pressure.
Core is definitely the fastest driver at the moment.
Egon's gone up to the back of Harry, and Harry's now been held up by Longson, who still hasn't pitted. 17 lap mediums.
Horizon 14 saying, just me casually forgetting RSF1 exists. Oh well.
That's fine. You can even see the tyre markings on Longson right now. Middle of the tyres. Really bad. Look at the traction, he can't get out of it, and Harry's just been bogged down a little bit. Longson finally pits. Harry will not be very happy with that. Comes Egon though. Egon trying to run the outside, got the outside now. Trying to get the switch back out of turn 2, but just doesn't have the RS really. He's only down to 6% and still using it. Had to start saving. As Red Bull with Dave is... Not Dave, Red Bull with a Galaxy Corner has just had a spin. Safety car, yeah, it's still a yellow flag, so Blazer Guns, it's the fastest lap of the race on medium tyres.
Look at that though. RSF1 Core, you can just see that car in front of him. You know, and it's like a target for him at the moment. He's really driving such a good race here today, Core.
Yep, controlled. Be nice.
And you got to look, though, he is on 9 lap old tyres compared to Snedden 5. So
Still this pack carries on. Aaron Blaze, how many penalties is that? That's quite a bit now. Blaze up to 9. 10 seconds for Blaze. Egon right behind Harry. Harry doesn't have DRS in this train here, but again, Egon doesn't really have enough EOS to attack, but he's still using it. Flying up to the back of him again. It's the same as before. Oh, Egon's going to hold up the inside. Oh, time penalty for trying to give the space. I hate that. I always hate that when you're trying to give space to someone.
Yeah.
But here comes Josh. Around the outside of Harry into turn 4. Harry, he's still there. Oh goodness.
Contact.
3 wide. Ping-ponging off between 2 drivers. Where's
He
he gone?
goes off track.
Oh,
then,
oh no, why did you brake? He's just
Jamie's
taken out
gone.
Jamie on the
Could
spot.
be a safety car. Is it going to be a safety car?
Oh my god, why would you... No. Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know what happened there.
I have a theory. You say he went off track. Legal overtake.
Yeah.
But the
Could be.
thing you don't do... Because he braked. Because he braked right
Yeah.
in front of Jamie. And Jamie had nowhere to go. Jamie's out on the spot.
Yeah.
And I know what Jamie's like. He is not going to mince his words in that chat at the end of that race. My goodness. And to be fair, I don't blame him. I know we're meant to be impartial, but Jesus, you do not brake on a racing line in any circumstance. Anyway, Yorkie pits. 5-second penalty does drop him back. He's on the soft tyres though, and he comes out
Oof. You
in
didn't
this
think of that.
pack. Look at it. He's 4th. He's going to take a while to warm up the tyres though, and Harry's going to be all over him. If he can get these tyres up.
He's got 8 laps on these tyres. He's going to absolutely be flying. Right, and up to the leader now. What is he? He's only
Podium he can get.
15 seconds to the leader.
I don't think he'll catch the leader. I think he's got 3rd minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that is no VSC. And yeah, Jamie, I did get that.
But the problem
I
has
saw
got
that
is
clear as day.
he is on the limit of where those tyres will be at the very end. The hard tyre will eventually become the better tyre, even though they'll be older. So, first 5 laps, he'll be absolutely flying, probably go past Ellingham. Then the last 4 laps is when Ellingham will probably close the gap on him. So it could be an interesting finish.
Been for Tekker's right in front of the leaders. That could have been a safety car, but not. Safety car even on? Oh, you can actually see that now, actually.
That's unfortunate, Jamie.
Apologies.
Nothing you could do, mate.
Safety car. Oh, Jamie. Was it meant to be unreduced, actually? Oh. Battle between Harry and Josh. The safety car meant to be unreduced? Was it standard? I know it's not. Oh, it is meant to be unreduced.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No question.
I'm shocked that didn't get warrant a safety car.
I'm personally surprised why we're unreduced. Because then you say to yourself,
Yeah, they tested it. They tested it at the beginning of the season, and
oh, it was too
standard
often.
is just, yeah,
Okay.
it was coming out for stupid stuff like.
So we would have had about 4.
Yeah.
Aaron Blaze for tyres, and yeah, it was about a minute behind everyone else. So
Well, Yorkie needs to get this move done quickly on Ellingham, but he's got those soft tyres warmed up now.
only got 5% of PRS to work with.
I don't think it's podium's guaranteed, because that is a long way to go with those soft tyres.
Fastest lap of the race. At least he'll probably get that point.
You saw how fast they went off with Core.
Yeah. Here comes Josh on the back of Harry, right aboard a Bessamite to get a good view. Up to turn 4.
So I would have gone for a medium. I know.
Ooh.
Sounds a bit daft, but...
Ooh. Careful, Josh. Harry trying to squeeze him, but Josh having none of it. Nice. Nice move from Josh. Gets by Harry into 5th.
Bit of a moment there from with Yorkie. Could be getting the move done now. He's trying to cover the inside line, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold. But
we've now got. Oh, look at the grip.
yeah,
Just flew up to the back of his car. Surely this. I think he'll wait. I don't think he'll have a go in the last corner.
yeah, wait until the pit straight. Although saying that, who knows? Got a very nice exit there.
Here we go.
Not as much Ian could do there. Trying to fight it, but
here goes.
his key thing though would be to stick in the 1 second barrier and then wait for his tyres to go off in about 2 or 3 laps time.
Yeah. Yorkie's not catching the front two. It's 10 seconds up the road.
Yeah. It's down to 1.8 seconds almost there for Paul. The key now is penalties, so I don't know what they're on now.
Yeah, that 24-29 is gone by with a minor glitch or minor hitch with Jamie and Egon a few laps ago. Apart from that, in battling normal race. So with 5 laps to go, let's run through the top 10. So we've got Snedden in the lead, about 2 seconds gap to Core in 2nd place. Yorkie in 3rd on the soft tyres. Not going to catch the 2 in front, but maybe can hold off Ham for a 3rd place. Ham has got a decent gap back to Josh, and then Josh has got Harry and Bez and Mike, the 5th, 6th and 7th behind him. Someone No One is in 8th place in the Ferrari with Crunchy Bear in 9th. 10th is Egon, a penalty over him though. See if he can hang on to the point. Dave, who's had a horrible race, but actually might get a point at the end of his race. Then you got Blazer Guns and Longson fighting over 12th and 13th. Aaron Fisher 14th, Alonso 15th, Galaxy Connor in 16th, and Tekkers, who is a minute behind Galaxy. Still going round though. Keeps nicking the fastest lap off of everybody. Basically.
Apparently the top 2 are both on 1 warning.
Ah.
And Core is slightly catching Snedden now. We've got down to 1.7 at one stage there.
Look at ERS. Again, Snedden's up to about 56% ERS and Core's only on about 12. So, thing is,
takes one mistake.
Yeah, I just feel like
one little slide.
Even if Core gets to Snedden has enough ERS to kind of keep him at bay a little bit. Uncomfortable.
No. In 3rd place, Yorkie. No.
Oh, Connor. No.
Safety car.
He's retired on track.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. If you look at Race Director, if you go to Incidents, you can see his dog right there. Did he retire manually, or was that an incident? To say terminal damage. Because if he's retired on track, he's caused a safety car, which is absolutely going to change this race on its head.
What's a safety car?
Yeah, it's safety car. Ham is in the pit, soft tyres. Top 6 do not pit. 7th down was all pit with soft tyres. Leaders not pitting, they're keeping track position.
Terminal damage.
Oh, it is terminal damage.
Yep.
On a straight. That was on the main straight though.
Well, Yorkie could be in the box seat yet.
Yeah.
Softs. Right
Yeah, all of a sudden he's right behind the leaders.
Yeah.
You notice the safety car It's got a massive rear wing on the back of it. Like overly massive. It's kind of striking.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So yeah, 7th downwards have all pitted for fresh tyres, fresh softs.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Ellingham
all over
is the
the
top
back
one
of
that.
Yeah. They're gonna be all
This
over
has
the
really
back of them.
thrown the race on its head, because it looked like a guaranteed 1, 2, 3 between Yorkie and Core. Possibly Ellingham being in with a shout there of the 3rd place, with the ever decreasing soft tyre going off.
Yeah.
But it's right on its head now, because if Ellingham can get the move done quickly on those 12 lap old hard runners, then he's got a shot at the win, yeah.
I don't want to. Last thing I would say about this safety car on the Galaxy Corner there, the only thing I would say is I hope that's not deliberate. I really hope.
Well, it says terminal damage. So,
yeah, but that was on the main straight. So unless he's either phased off or controller has stopped working.
Can well be.
I don't want to think it.
But the problem though,
a weird place.
Ellingham has got is that he's going to only have 2 laps to do it.
And no DRS.
The safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah, no DRS either.
Yeah.
It'll be on pure pace alone.
It'd be a shame though for Snedden to lose it now at this stage and Core.
They've controlled this race so good. That's
yeah,
can happen though, and we got one. We were asking for one before, now we got one. So is that.
But question is, how good are Yorkie tyres at the moment? Are they good enough to get past these two pretty easily?
6 laps soft tyres, they would have been worn a little bit. I mean, safety car will help. Safety car will help. Also helps everyone get that ERS, because a lot of them were either on 0 or close to. And the next question is, Connor says his TV turned off. Well, in that case, fair enough. I apologise if it sounded a bit accusing, but it did definitely look weird, that's all I'd say.
Oh, it does that summertime stupid stuff, the energy saving type stuff.
Yes.
You know?
Right, here we go. When is... Oh, Tiff has got by Mike. That's going to be confusing. Okay. Worked out. So when is Snedden going to drop? Lap and a half. Well, 2 laps. The finale of this race. It's all been quiet up until now. Well, not quiet, but normal-ish. Up until now, always doing a Bottas. Oh, you're doing a Bottas. He's doing a Bottas and Magello right up to the line. Oh my goodness, this is all packed. 4-5 wide. Hello. Yep. 4-5 wide. Yorkie right up on the inside. Look at Mercedes flying up. This is going to get chaotic. Yep. Williams half spinning. Oh, it's carnage. What's happened? Okay.
The top 2 managed to get through okay.
Yeah. Yorkie's dropped to 4th. There's cars also everywhere.
Needs to settle down.
Yeah, I always have a funny thing about that safety car. Crunchy Bear's up to 6th. He's now the highest of those on the freshest soft tyres. As Yorkie flying up the inside of Harry for 3rd place. Yorkie's got a penalty. Yorkie's got a 5-second time penalty.
How did he get that?
I don't know. Because he served his old one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Ferrari off. Well, Snedden, whatever that restart was, has absolutely worked a treat, because it's caught Core off guard. He's up to 2 seconds. As Crunchy Bears, no, Crunchy Bears spun it. No, he was 6th. He was 6th or 7th. Ham's now got a penalty. Ham's down to 7th. So his advantage is gone. No one's up to 6th. He's now the highest of those on the freshest tyres as we head onto the last lap. Here comes Yorkie on the back of Harry for third. Penalty's going to drop him down though. Around the outside, no one trying to give him space. He gets a penalty as well. Anybody with penalties off and they're all going to drop. Because everyone's so close to one another. Still there. Lost McCocon for a bit, but Snedden has 2-second lead over Core, and it looks okay for the time being. Harry still in fourth with Mike. So Ham and no one's going to drop down. Blazer might be looking up some good points here after having a horrible race. Shows how your fortunes can turn around. He might end up in fifth or sixth or something.
Harry's bang on for the podium, yeah.
Yeah, it's just got to hold on to Beza Mike, who again was looking at like a single solitary point. Look at the run! Look at the run! He's going to go for a lunge. Oh, that was so close. Last corner. Snedden is 1 corner away from the victory. Safety car restart was interesting, but it worked an absolute treat, and he's going to win the race. This is a run to the line between Harry and Mike, but Harry's got it for third. Mike fourth, Joshua fifth, Blazer Gun sixth place. 5th and 7th, no one 8th. Yorkie ended up 9th after all that, and Egon picks up the last point. With Alonso, Dave, Crunchy Bear, Longson, Vish, and Tekkers in that order.
That spin at the end there for Crunchy Bear. He'd have got
6th or 7th, I reckon, if he'd stayed where he was. Well, that was.
But congratulations to Double there.
Yeah,
second place there on the podium.
Yeah, Snedden with the win now. There's a Mike from, I think it was like 15th or so to 4th or 5th, I think it was in the end. Anything I would say, that safety car restart, I know it's not against the rules, but I never like those types of restarts when you leave it right up to the line, because it just bunches the pack up into turn 1, and you saw the cars went off everywhere. But worth for him.
It is legal.
It is legal, yes. There's nothing completely wrong. It's just,
If
I would not do it
trying
myself.
to hold on to if you led the race throughout the whole of the race, you're going to do everything to hold on to that.
Yeah. In fact, the fact that Core kept on to second place as well is great.
Amazing. And Snedden holding on to the win.
Yeah, so Snedden wins the race from pole position, controlled it very, very nicely, got the gap at the end, had Core chasing him all the way down to the line, had the safety car to contend with as well, but took the victory. Core in second place with a good solid drive from third on the grid. Harry goes into third place on the podium. Beza Mike continues his point scoring run in fourth place. And in fact, fifth place is still his lowest result, despite starting 15th. A great result from him. Joshua Meister fifth, battling all the way through. Blazer Guns had a horrific start to this race and ended up sixth, so he'll be very happy with that. Tiff, I think, got shuffled out, and then in the end the penalty cost him down to 7th. No one in 8th. Yorkie, who at one point was looking at a podium, ended up 9th. And Egon picks up the last point in 10th, and you got Alonso, Dave, Crunchy Bear, Longson, Vish, Tekkers, Galaxy Connor, Terran Blaze, and the unfortunate Jamie got caught out in that very interesting incident through turn 5 and 6.
If you make sure everyone is tick the box. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, if you'll tick the box so that we can hear you.
Hello?
Alright, thank you.
Oh, there you all here. All good. Right, how are we going to do this? If you do third and the winner, Wolfen, and I'll do second.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Right.
Okay. FFR Harry, congratulations on your third place here today.
Thank you.
And a podium today. Bit of a shock at the end that you got the podium, but because you were pretty much out of it really in terms of
Yeah.
until the safety car brought you back into it. How do you think your race went and your qualifying?
Well, I got P1 in Q1 and P2 in Q2, and then I didn't really do well in Q3. So I was a bit nervous for the race, and then I was just holding position until the safety car came out, and then on the restart I just managed to get up to P3 and hold it.
Yeah, so bit of a lucky break there at the end, but I mean you managed to get the podium despite all the chaos at the last couple of laps. What was that like to race?
Yeah, it was. Well, we went 3 wide into like turn 5 at one point, so that was a bit sketchy, but we managed to get through. And then unfortunately, Jamie got caught out from like the illegal overtake or something, and then that was annoying.
So, how are you fixed for the next race? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah,
Abu Dhabi next.
Yeah.
I'm not too good. Spin a lot, but
Hopefully you'll be back on the podium.
yeah.
You never know. All right, thank you very much, Harry.
Thank you.
Alright, moving on to the Haas driver of RSF1 Core, who used to be RSF1 Double, and I have not spoken to this name in a while. Well done, a very good result for you, second place. Cheered all the way from your brother Stygian, who is keen to for me to show him how you were doing. And yeah, a very solid result. Close to Snedden on a couple of occasions, but a little bit too quick this time. But still, a first podium of the season for you, Cole. So you should be very happy with that.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Well, qualifying I was also very happy with, because well, I didn't expect P3, and I was very happy. And I thought that Yorkie was starting on the soft, so I thought, well, let's do that as well. But then it was on the hard. Yeah, the start was very good, and then my soft just started dropping off, so I just let Snanden pass. Then I just waited for an opportunity that didn't come.
Yeah, but a very, as I said, your first podium of the season, first visit to the rostrum. So good. Did you say that your season starts from here? That you're going to get more visits to the podium?
Yeah, hopefully.
Right, all good. So, and just a thought on the next race, Abu Dhabi. It'll be an interesting one to go to. Normally a finale in the regular season, but because of the way we're doing it, what's your thoughts going there?
Oh, I really like the track, so I hope for another podium there.
All right. Well, well done on your first podium of the season, and hopefully there's more to come.
Thanks.
Well, over to your. I'm very pleased to say this. Congratulations, Snedden, my Mercedes compatriot, wins today. So that was a pretty much dominant display there from you today, pole and the race victory. How do you feel about the safety car at the end? Did it really affect you with trying to get the win at the end?
Yeah, thanks. I was a bit worried when it came out because I knew Yorkie would be right behind me. But yeah, the safety car restart went all right. Managed to get a gap, and then the last 2 laps were quite good as well.
Yeah, you kind of avoided the chaos. Really, you pulled a typical Mercedes tactic there, the Bottas on the restart. So, yeah, you got the race victory here today, which is good for our team. And unfortunately, our other teammate just missed out on the podium today. But yeah, so are you fixed for Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Abu Dhabi. I quite like the new layout, so yeah, hopefully it should be good.
Yeah. So your championship starts now because you missed the first few races, obviously. I don't know why. But,
Oh yeah, I was on
Yeah.
holiday for the first two.
okay. So yeah, how do you feel for the championship? You feel you've got a good chance?
I mean, Bahrain's a good track for me. Like, I really like it on this year. I don't know what's after Abu Dhabi, but yeah,
Portugal.
we'll see. I'm not really. Oh dear. Okay.
Portugal.
Maybe not.
So next for you got Portugal, Silverstone, which is the next sprint format. Zandvoort, then we go to Jeddah, and then Spain, and then
Ooh.
Monaco. So depends how you feel
Oh, well,
really
I'm-
about those.
Looking forward to Spain in about 5 races time. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But hopefully you can do well this season with, like I say, your Mercedes. And yeah, so I'll be hoping that you're on the podium virtually every race. So if I keep doing tier 3.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations on your win today, and I
Thanks, man.
hope that you're here next week as well.
Yeah. Thanks.
And over to you, Michaels.
Alright. Yeah, congratulations on everyone who visited the podium today, and a good race from everyone in F3. But yeah, as we mentioned, we go from the very beginning of the season, or regular season, to the very end of the season, Abu Dhabi, in the different layout. So this is technically a new track for us all to watch. Of course, huh?
I'm loving that track, so I'm hoping to do well there.
It definitely feels a lot nicer, especially without that fiddly, left, right, left that it has in that middle sector.
Yeah.
Corners are much more open as well, and of course it was the scene for the incident we don't mention in real life, etc, etc, safety car, etc, champion, ladder. But in terms of league racing, this is the first time we will go here at this layout. It should be a fun one for all of the divisions. We have one more tier to go. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. We have one more tier to go to Bahrain to tell their story, and that is the F4 championship. That will be on tomorrow night at the same time as always, where Musical Rocket and Lincoln Dave will be taking us through the action from that. So if you're interested to see how that gets on, that's tomorrow at the same time. But yeah, well done to everybody in F3. It was kind of normal until the last 2 laps where it all get chaotic in the first corner. So yeah, very entertaining, and more the same please next week.
Are you joining with Timmer?
We'll see. It was kind of a who's available, I guess. I think situation, but yeah, it should be Timmer. But of course, if you can't, then it'll be you. If you both can't, I'll be by myself. It doesn't matter. But we'll see. We'll see. But from everyone tonight watching, thank you very much. Orphan, thank you for your company.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you next time. Have a good evening or day whenever you watch this, and see you next time.